what is an object in C Sharp? And I had to pull you back because from the last question, what is a class? You are running into the so what is an object? That's where we're at.
So an object, the technical word we're looking for, an object is an instantiation of a class.
So this is down here is the class part of it. These, when you start using them, these are the objects.
Yes, so one class can be used, like we did here, to make two different objects. We made an object which we've called Ford and an object which we've called Chevy. But they were both just instantiations of the car.
Right. And
so we use the same blueprint basically to build two cars.
Let's say let's go really meta, and we're all living in a simulation.
Okay.
And this is our program that we live in. There would only be one class of car for the whole world.
Right.
But then there are literally billions of cars, and those would be the objects, but there would be only one car. There would only be one person class in our world.
Right. The idea is once you code something once, you don't want to have to code it again. So if I code how a steering wheel works, I don't want to have to write a program for how the steering wheel works on every single car that ever will exist.
It's a cookie cutter, so you get one cookie cutter, but you can make thousands of cookies from that one cookie cutter.
Right. So we have one class, but we can make thousands of objects.
Yep. And so here is, and you were kind of going from here. Let's continue on. So
So we made this car class, which has a couple of properties that define the data that defines the car: its name, its speed, its number of wheels. And we made a couple of methods on it, which we were going to call out here. So we were going to call Ford.go.
Got it.
Which tells the car how to start up. And then we were going to say Chevy.go because we want our cars to race each other, right?
Right. Okay.
And then when they get to the finish line, we're going to need to call Ford.stop. And Chevy.stop.
So if we were to check right here, if we put a breakpoint here, and a breakpoint here.
And actually, we could put some console.writes in there if you really want to, and we can even make another method to check the speed.
Yeah, I think we're good, though. When we hit here, basically, it should be 0. Here, the car should be up to 60 miles an hour, and then honestly, right here, they should be back to 0.
Yep.
So,
if you want to step through this?
Yeah, sure. Okay, we started it up here. We hit. Now, if we go here, we should see there's no wheels, but don't worry about that. We have a speed here. And when we hit here, we can go into the Ford. Oh, come on. Our speed's 60. And honestly, we should, to make these separate, I'm going to do something real quick.
Pass it as a parameter?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to make people angry now. We're going to get some comments on this one.
Well, what we don't have is how Toyota's the best. So, just kidding. So now you should see that Ford is going 60 and Chevy is doing 40. And that's because these are two separate objects with one class.
So even though we only made the speed variable once on line 26,
right,
we effectively get a speed variable for every single object that we create of car.
Right, which is different in the world. I mean, there are Hot Wheels in my kid's room. It might go, I don't know, a quarter of a mile an hour or whatever else. So that is the difference between an object and a class.
Thank you for watching that video from F12 Programming. Please remember to like and subscribe. That does so much for us in the ratings. You have no idea. Also, don't forget to comment below. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck coding.